This didn't happen all at once. It started slowly. Small things. Things that were easy to ignore. But looking back now, those were the warnings. And I should have paid attention. I moved into the house about 6 months ago. It wasn't anything special, just a small, older place in a quiet neighborhood. The kind of place that felt normal, safe, at least at first. The first few nights were completely fine. Nothing unusual, no strange noises, no weird feelings, just silence. But after about a week, I started noticing things, small things, like doors being slightly open when I was sure I had closed them. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I didn't notice. But then it started happening more often. Closet doors, kitchen cabinets, even the front door once, just slightly open, not wide, just enough to make you question it. I told myself it was nothing. Old house. Maybe the hinges were loose. Maybe the wind. But deep down, it didn't feel like that. About 2 weeks later, I heard something for the first time. It was late, around 2 a.m. I was in bed, half asleep, when I heard a sound from somewhere in the house. A soft noise, like something being dragged, very slowly, across the floor. I sat up, listening, trying to figure out where it was coming from. But the house was quiet again, completely silent. I stayed awake for a while after that, but nothing else happened. The next day, everything looked normal, nothing out of place, no signs of anything. But that night, it happened again. Same time, same sound, dragging, slow, heavy. This time, I got out of bed. I don't know why. I guess I just wanted to prove to myself that it was nothing. I walked into the hallway, turned on the light, and stood there, listening. The sound stopped immediately, like it knew I was there. I checked every room, the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom. Everything was empty. Nothing. I went back to bed, but I didn't sleep. After that, things got worse. Not louder, not more obvious, just closer. The sounds weren't coming from across the house anymore. They were coming from inside the walls. At first, I thought it might be animals, rats, or something, but it didn't sound like that. It sounded too controlled, too intentional, like something was moving carefully, trying not to be heard. One night, I was lying in bed, completely awake, when I heard it again. But this time, it wasn't in the walls. It was under the floor, right beneath me. I froze. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I just listened. And then I heard something else, a faint tapping sound, 3 times, right under my bed. I got up immediately, turned on the lights, checked everything. Nothing. No signs. No explanation. The next morning, I noticed something new. There was a small scratch mark on the floor near my bed. I knew it wasn't there before, and that's when I started to realize this wasn't normal. This wasn't the house settling. This wasn't animals. Something was inside, and it was getting closer. That night, I decided I wasn't going to ignore it anymore. I stayed awake, sitting in my room, lights off, just waiting, listening. Hours passed. Nothing happened. I almost convinced myself that I had imagined everything. And then, at exactly 3:17 a.m., I heard it right outside my room. A slow movement across the floor, stopping right at my door. I stared at it. The door was closed, but I could see the shadow underneath. Something was standing there, not moving, just waiting. I didn't say anything. I didn't move. And then the handle moved. Slowly. Just a slight turn, like something was trying to open it quietly. I stood up, walked toward the door, and before I reached it, it stopped. The shadow disappeared. Silence. Complete silence. I opened the door. The hallway was empty, but something felt wrong, different, like I had missed something. That's when I looked down and saw it, a set of marks on the floor leading away from my door. Not footprints, something else, like something had been dragging itself across the floor back into the darkness. I didn't stay in that house much longer after that. I moved out within a week, left everything behind, didn't even try to explain it. But the worst part is, I still don't know what it was or where it went. Some things don't belong in your house, and sometimes they're already there before you even move in.